I'm outside today. I'm wearing my earbuds. I'm gonna put the other one in just now. When I start up that machine, it's 106 dB. Don't know what dB stands for. All I know what that means is it's loud. So I have processed this wood, and what that means is I basically just make sure that it's straight. So I don't know if you can see, but these branches are fairly straight. If there were a couple branches that were, bent or too many connected to each other at 90 degrees or something, I would just break them apart. And that way they can go straight into that machine over there. Smudgy is insistent to be around me all the time. Obviously, I'm doing interesting stuff. So these are the branches that are not yet processed. They're still wild. I need to break them down into straight bits like that pile. Yeah, that pile looks really good. Yeah, it doesn't take very long, maybe like 15 minutes or so. So pretty good, pretty good. And that's my plan for today. Gonna do some mulching. Yay. Looky, the pile is so much smaller and that pile is gone. Ta-da! 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 Very happy. Look, I've started putting the mulch on the little plants. I think they're going to be very, very happy to have a little bit of protection from the sun. It's 27 degrees today. It feels warmer. But I have also put a little bit of mulch here. This is a garlic, which I'd actually forgotten that I've planted, but it just popped up. And there's another one over here. Little garlics. I planted 3 garlics. One's over there, somewhere there, and that one, I don't know if that one's going to come up or it's gone or I don't know. But here's one, and then here's the other one. So, yay garlic. And this little guy, he needs to be tied up to this little trellis thing. So I'm going to go and get some twine. But before I do that, I'm going to finish up with the mulch. And I just noticed that I've got a bunch of seed heads on the chard. So I don't want seed heads because I think that influences the leaf production. I'd prefer to have leaves. So I'm gonna take these off and just put them. It's basically the chop and drop method. So just grab them low down. Might need a scissors for that actually, and then I'll just drop them like that, and then it'll become part of the layer to keep the moisture in the soil. Okay, so I've taken all the seeds off, and there we go. There's quite a few of them. They're part of the mulch now. Yay. All of these nutrients are gonna go back into the soil. Okay, so it is 27 degrees and these little plants are doing fine, but some of them are really suffering, and it's just, I think maybe these guys are just adapting. Maybe it takes a minute for them to adapt to outside hot weather, but they look like they're struggling a little bit. This, for example, is a spinach, and I don't think spinach should actually be in the sun like this. I think they are more happy in the shade, and unfortunately I just don't really have a shady spot that stays shady. Either I get morning sun, or I get all day sun, or I get afternoon sun. So these plants just will at some point always get some sun. And the morning sun is actually the most intense because that just happens in the morning and it carries on right through. So I might have to do a shade cloth and set up a shade sort of situation. Hey Bailey, are we setting up some shade with shade cloth? I think so. Because some plants will be fine, but others, they just need a little bit more protection from this really hot weather. And 27 is actually not even that hot yet. It's gonna get hotter. Way hotter. Okay, so this is how far one bag of mulch goes. It was completely full. I did half a row here, full row there, chives and watermelon. These peppers, I did not get to the aubergines, still got to do that. Other watermelon done and one tomato over there. So I definitely need to do another full bag like that. I think I might have enough. That heap still needs to be mulched over there. I think that might do it. It'll be pretty close though. Let's see. I finished the mulching. There it is. Yay! It was really hard work, and maybe I should not have done it in the sun. I might have a little bit of a sun affliction. But that's okay, it's done. I'm really happy. It's a lot. And the best part about it is not pine wood. It is fruit tree wood. Yeah, it's basically just fruit trees, old fruit trees. There's some fig in there as well. Apple, plum, old plum trees, branches. So there's a tractor going by. I don't think he's too far away, you can't see him. But it went really well, except that I should not have done it in the sun. It was very, very, very hot. But otherwise it's good. And Smudgy was helping, of course. And second supervisor. I'm very lucky to have such amazing supervisors. Very, very helpful. So this machine works really well, this machine, but the only thing I would say is it only takes smallish branches. So these branches, they're just slightly too big, but I'm going to use them as pechka starters. So they're not going to go to waste. They're going to be perfect to start the fire in winter. So I'm going to store them with the rest of the wood. And the mulch is going on the veggie bed. So I look forward to mulching up branches that are a little bit more fresh. These are very, very dry. And as you can see, the result is a lot of dust. A lot of dust. So it's just because they were very, very dry, very old. But in the future, the branches will be a little bit more fresh because I will be trimming the trees and then basically immediately mulching them. Yeah, definitely not leaving them to dry out to be bone dry. I could really do without the dust. Bulgaria is dusty enough as it is. This little machine, it's a little bit picky, so I have to be really careful about not switching it off until all of the branches have been mulched, the ones that are in the top. Because if there's a half mulched piece of wood in the top, in this area above the blades, then it gets stuck the next time you turn it on, because the blades will not have been spinning fast enough to be able to chop that piece of wood. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Oh, but it is very easy to fix. Basically, you just open the top up and take a wood piece out before switching the machine on. So